peace, 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 peace. Tickle, 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 tickle. Welcome to the Wednesday turned Thursday main attraction. How is it, y'all? How's it going? Hi, Velasquez, Amy Pickett, Brenda Romero, T-Pal, Lori, Kari, member for 20 months. Thank you so much for the super chat, Kari. Grant Ramirez, Kev, She Cometh, Michelle S, Mahora, Wing, Teresa McGuire in the house, Melanie Rice in the house, Brenda Romero, Hella Barbara Rank, Cinnamon Roll, Zach in the house. Hi, y'all. Hi, Dacob. Happy Thursday. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hi, Katie F.
Hello.
Carrie, hello. Carrie Fernandez, Dorcia S., the Nectarine Man. Oh, my. Nata Dida. How's it going, sweetie? Lurk. Hey, Kari. Thanks for the super chat membership. Lurk. Yay. I love when you wear that shirt. Thank you so much. Yes, it's on. The hairy chest with 3 hairs. Poverty. Kate Moore, Nessie Christina, D. Higginbotham, Kari, Kravi, Chan. Hi, Chan, Catherine, Siobhan, Pumpkin Ziggy, Marina. Hi, everyone. Still cleaning a flooded basement. I'll be checking in. Sweetie, I'm so sorry the flooding hath happened. I hope you get it all sorted out ASAP. Anna Marie. Hello, Anna Marie. Hi, Bunka. Hi, D. Gabath. This is a nice surprise while I'm on vacay. Enjoy your vacay, sweetie. My body is ready. It's real ready. Yeah, Nectarine, my baby. Melody Rice is loving your shirt, Dick. You guys, thank you so much. Thank you. Jolie S.O. Hi. Hi, sweetie. My gosh, so many lovely people. Thank you so much. Well, again, we had a hiccup yesterday, so I'm streaming today. Now, last live stream, we had a situation with the alarm systems going off all the time. That was not the case yesterday, but we still had a situation with timing issues, and I had to resolve some stuff. So it happens, you guys. But don't you fret none. Don't you fret none. Come sit betwixt us and enjoy the show. Shop Queen, hi. Did this just start? Yes, this just started. Believe it or not. Anna Marie says, I'm just popping by for a minute to say hi. I need to rest after work, so I'll be rewatching the live stream. Have a nice live stream. Thank you so much. Mahora says, suffocating in a cloud of joy, stray from the 80s. One spray on, one spray only, one spray only. And also, it is almost Mahora's birthday, y'all. Almost. So, Teresa says, hubby says you can have some of his chest hair. He has too much. Thank you, Terry. I got nothing. What is the nothing? I'm like one of those moles that live under earth. They got no fur, nothing. And waiting for the tea, says Shop. Oh, honey, we got tea today. Listen, Linda, we got tea. What's wrong with my hair? Hold on, I gotta find. Wait, this goes here. This goes here. I hate when it kind of sets in the back and then it starts pulling. I pull myself back. It's so sad. So sad. I hope you don't have a headache at Mahora. Mahora, what have you been doing? You've been banging that head, Mahora. You've been banging that head, Mahora. A whole ode, right? Happy early birthday, Mahora, says T-Pal. We'll go. Glad you are live today. Thanks for your energy. Thank you, Brenda. And yes, and also, speaking of energy, I always try to really go live when I have the energy to share with you the good energy, because there's no point with me sitting here being like, hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. I hope everybody's having a good time. You know what I mean? A girl, no. Plus, surprise, surprise. Speaking of, well, yes, yesterday there was no show, but we're doing it today. Well, to apologize a little bit, and also because I got the energy and for funsies. After this stream is over, Nectarine Man, don't you abandon us now, biatch. After this live stream is over, we're going to go over to Totally Dacob and play some video game. We're going to play the word game, and in order for us to finally get up in the levels, we need the Nectarine Man, because who else guesses all the crazy words? Although Tyler was guessing a ton of crazy words last time as well. So yes, we got a double creature feature today. And Zach says, in this country, we're not celebrating birthday in advance. Sorry, Mahora. Why not? What country? Yes. My body is red, nectarine, man. I'm telling you. That's why at the beginning when you said my body's ready, I'm like, it better be ready. I need your mind, your spirit, and your little tiny fingerlets. You got to type away those words as fast as possible. I know, Smurfette, keeping you on your toes, keeping on your toes. So yeah, we're going to do a double take today. We're going to do the video game. And joining us for the video game, since it's Halloween season, I have put on the pumpkin jack-o'-lantern outfit. Hi, Kate Moore. How's it going, sweetie? Loved today's vlog, Dacob. Oh my God, you saw it? Thank you, Kate. So I just posted a couple of hours ago the vlog. Oh, Chan, thank you so much, my love. Hold on, I gotta turn this a little bit. I don't see.
Chan donated $10. So happy to catch you live. Thank you for your hard work of delivering the best of you.
Oh man, thank you so much, Chan. So kind of you. Thank you, sweetie. Hit it, buble for Chan. We'll go. Ah, I love the aftermath of the popping of the cherry. Oh, Camilla, here's to you. Charlie, thank you. You filled up this bottle, Charlie. Hit it, Bubbles. This will never get old. This one will never get old, let me tell you. Because, I don't know, as cringe as it is, I just love our Regina Camilla song. We'll go. And the Spunky Wada. So Shopkey says, let's celebrate every day. Oh, period. Hi, Pow ASMR. We'll go, baby. Isn't it bad luck to celebrate birthday in advance in the US? Nobody's celebrating the birthday in advance, you guys. Calm down. We are just saying it's coming. The birthday is coming. It's like when you're in bed and you're doing something with somebody and then you also announce that you're about to have a birthday.
Oh my God.
I mean, don't you say when you're doing the ditty, you're zipping it and you're zooing it and then you're like, oh, I'm about to, have a birthday. And then the other person knows to not stop doing what they're doing because what they're doing is good because you're about to have the birthday.
And
Okay? Now that we've cleared that up, oh my God, my chat's just fainted. Seriously, celebrate every day, people, says the Higginbotham. Oh my God, says, there you go. Mara says, thank you, everybody. Splat, the bright tea, pal. Not the diddy. Nectarine man, you're zipping it, you're zooing the zizzy. You're zooing the zizzy. Okay? We'll go. Hi, Kuro. Oh my gosh, yes. Oshkosh begosh, baby. Oh my God, yes, please always announce it. I hate surprises. Exactly. Mahora loves a birthday cake. A very creamy birthday cake. The creamier, the better. Terry, my love.
Teresa McGuire donated $65. So glad you are feeling better. Missed you yesterday.
Oh,
looking forward to a great stream.
Thank you so much, Terry and hubby. Hit it, Bubbles. And yes, also this live stream is brought to you thanks to MacBook Terrie, which we are streaming from right now. And it's also enabled me to post the vlog that Kate Moore was talking about earlier, because just a couple of hours ago, I posted a Halloween vlog at Marshall's, Burlington, and IKEA. So I went to all three shops and I filmed a little bit whatever they had of like Halloween inventory. I'm obsessed. And then I put them all together in one video. It's not a very long video. I wish it were longer, but that was the footage that I got, and it's around about 27 minutes, and you get to see the three shops. And I edited that video with the MacBook that Terry and hubby so kindly sent me, and it was such a breeze to edit, to do all the fade ins and fade outs, and I voiced over the footage. So go take a look at Totally Dacob, my pop culture YouTube channel, where I have been posting lately, like movie reviews, but also the Halloween vlogs, Halloween hauls, and all sorts of pop culture moments. And on Totally Dacob, we will be playing the video game. So now is the time for you to subscribe to Totally Dacob, because we will be redirecting you from this live stream to the other live stream, and you can only chat and play the video games because it's an interactive live stream where you will be playing the video game with me through the chats. You can only partake in the chats if you are subscribed to Totally Dacob. So we'll go. So there you go. Zach says, I think you nailed it on so many levels. Well, you know, a creamy cake, a creamy pie.
Butter.
Listen, IYKYK, okay, we know if you can read between the lines, you can. If you can't read between the lines, you are creamily illiterate. Hi, Tommaso. Kura says, going to IKEA today, so it's perfect. Oh, yes. They started stocking up on the Halloween decor a while ago. You might be lucky and find a lot of stuff. But they're a little bit slow. Well, anyway, check out my video and you're going to hear my thoughts on the IKEA Halloween. I mean, it ain't my kind of Halloween, but I do recommend the big ghost plate or tray, the big ghost tray. That one I did get. It's really cute. $6.99. Probably in Europe, it's going to be like €4. It's much cheaper in Europe anyway. So anyway, we'll go, and I will be reviewing the Allure Homme MMM, says Dacob. Thoughts on the new Allure Chanel Allure men's fragrance. MMM, are you talking about the Chanel Allure Homme Sport Super Nigeria? Is that the... I cannot, with these hacks on the internet, reviewing perfumelettes and not knowing how to pronounce the name of them, but even more so, not understanding that a perfume has a batch code. The batch code for Chanel perfumes is usually etched at the bottom here, sometimes at the top as well. But here, this is a batch code, okay? This 9401, do you see it? For all the people in the back?
Chanel!
Yeah? 9401, this is not a limited number. These bottles are not numbered, darling. You've been on YouTube for how long? 15 years, and you still don't know what a batch code is, and you're reviewing perfumes since 15 years? Honey, you're a hack. Oh, let me sip some spunky water to swallow down that shade. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. Let's talk about Hermes. So I have a video for you guys. And that would be, am I starting my Hermes journey? Yes, Shop Queen Sport Superleggera. Yes, it's the Superleggera perfume that a perfume reviewer called Super Nigeria instead of Superleggera. How on earth did they see letters that were not there? I do not know. And then some other reviewer thinks that limited edition for Chanel means that the batch code is the number of the bottle. And because it's 4 digits, oh, it must be limited to 9,999 bottles. Girl, the cringe, the poverty, the shame, 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 shame. So anyway, if you know, you know. Now, we are lurks like super what? I mean, they said it, I read it. Stanley. So Pao, you're about to have a birthday. Oh! Pao is loving this convo, loving the shade, right? Oh, my tea will happen. And you know what? I'm glad that I waited to review this perfume. I explained in my last live stream why I'm waiting to review the perfume. I still need a second bottle. Um, but good that I waited because, oh my God, the delicious crap that's being posted online. Oh, it's fuel, darling, fuel for the content. I'm just a messenger, shop queen. Yes, yes. Diggy Botham says, Dacob, when I want the skinny, you mean like the tea on any perfume, I go to you first. Thank you, D. Very kind of you. So, Grant says, it's not as bad as some of the Louis Vuitton fragrance names. No, it's not bad at all. I mean, I made already a video on the perfume, on the announcement of the perfume. You can go check that out on Essentially Dacob, my perfume channel, where I do talk about Chanel Allure Homme Sport Superleggera Eau de Parfum. And I talk about why Superleggera, what Superleggera means, and within the context of Chanel and so on and so forth. So I explained the whole perfume on my channel. It's not a review, it's just an announcement of the perfume. Then the perfume came out after I posted the video, and now I do have the perfume, but I am waiting a little bit to review it. So, but the review is coming, don't you worry. Don't you fret none. Hi, Tanya Brosnan, how's it going, sweetie? And, oh, Lurk says, oh, Pao, I hope you have multiple birthdays. Pao says, oh, Lurk, that is the best wish I've ever gotten. There you go. There you go. So, multiple birthdays today. And you get a multiple birthday. And you get a multiple birthday. Leggera, yeah, super leggera. I was confusion. Who said that? Cinnamon roll. I don't kiss and tell. I don't kiss and tell. It's all available publicly on the internet, though. You can find out. You know, no names shall be mentioned. But IYKYK. Nectarine Man says, I hoped Captain Kirk would had made a bigger splash at Dior by now, but alas. Meh. 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 Especially the Esprit de Parfums. It's ridiculous. It's just an excuse to, make them cost more for their Collection Privée range. They're already Eau de Parfums. If anything, they should have been more wise and they should have reintroduced the colognes, make them cost less, but bring in a whole new facet to these perfumes. Instead, they're like, okay, we already have the Eau de Parfums. Let's do them as Esprit de Parfum, so we will make it cost them double. And I'm like, it's just crap. Whatever. Who cares? Cakes for everyone, T-Pal. Very creamy. I have not reviewed Aramis, Pam McNeil. Not yet. Very merry on birthdays to everyone else, says Robbie. Oh my gosh, look at Robbie. Dang, now I want to bake a cake. I'm thinking lemon. T-Pal, you're going to need your hubby if you're going to bake that kind of cake. Now I have to scan the interwebs to see who committed such an offense. Shop queen, darling. Well, there's two offenders as of now. So you got to find two. So we'll go. Let's do this segment. This is a funny one. Hit it, Bubbles. Hi, everybody. Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Today we're talking Hermes. Am I going to start my Hermes journey at Marshall's, of all places? Well, the tea is scalding hot, darling. Now, I don't know if you're going to have a Petrosian Beluga or Ossetrova, and if that champagne was burnt, darling. But honey, our journey at Marshall's, you be the judge. Are we Ossetrova or Petrosian Belugaing? IYKYK. Well, before we get to my Hermes journey at Marshall's, subscribe to my channel, push the join button next to the subscription button, become a member today, get access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon. Super Dacob all spelled together there as well for extra perks. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I do be live streaming several times a week, so come join the fun, come join the chat. Hello to my co-chatters in the chat bar. On the side, it's a chat bar, but it's also a fashion bar, honey. It's a bar. Most of us are tipsy by now. But anyway, you guys, we'll go. Everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. And also, just to let you know, I do not condone sales and purchases of replicas and fakes, just to be very clear. Dupes are legal, though. Hint, hint. Now, yes, the Hermes journey at Marshall's. Well, we'll go. Well, you guys, there I was the other day, shopping, doing a little something, because, I've been doing these Halloween vlogs on my Totally Dacob pop culture channel. By the way, go subscribe to Totally Dacob, my pop culture YouTube channel, where I talk about, film reviews, also the new upcoming And Just Like That, Sex and the City. I'll be reviewing it there. We also play video games together that are interactive, and also Halloween vlogs. So I was at Marshall's, buying my Halloween stuff, like cutesy things like this little mug here, what have you. And then I'm going to the cash register. By the way, isn't this adorable? Hashtag not sponsored by Marshall's, just to be very clear. Okay, we'll go thumb up the video. So here I am going to the cash register, all happy, and also, look, I got these pens as well while I'm at it. They're so cute, little ghost pens. Oh, pens, darling. You've been booed. So anyway, there I is, going to the cash register, waiting in line, and then I almost drop all my goodies. I go, oh, because can you, where's Waldo, this scene? Let me blend in a picture. Now, I am at Marshall's. Where's Waldo? Where is Waldo? I'm in that one of those famous queues. You're waiting in the queue to pay, and you're walking by a ton of stuff while you're waiting in the queue, and like, where's Waldo? And I'm like, oh, look at this. Look at this. I'm like, well, hold on a minute. Hold on a fashion minute. Hold on a fashion minute. This doth be din dun dud an Evelyn from Hermes? Is this an Hermes Evelyn? So I almost dropped my stuff to the floor, and I'm like, oh my God, Hermes at Marshall's. I'm starting my journey. So immediately I almost throw everything on the floor, put it in the cart, and I'm like, give me this Evelyn bag at Marshall's. So let me show you the next picture. We have close-ups. Oh, honey, I documented it. Photos by yours truly. I'm like, wow, if this ain't an Evelyn, I don't know what is. I mean, now, we'll go. It has the pocket in front of the pocket. It has that one little thing to block it, to close the pocket. We'll go. I mean, it cannot be more Evelyn. Except, here's the twist. I like this more than the Evelyn because, you know how the Evelyn has the perforations on the back? Yes, the H enshrined in the perforated oval circle is supposed to go on the back of the bag. You're not supposed to be the cringe person who's showing off the H in the front. Like, look at me wearing an Hermes bag. No, that perforated H has to go to your body. Okay, all of y'all's who cringily want to show off the H in the front. Let me twist the bag to the other side. Clean as a button. No perforations, no holes on the other side of the bag. Fabulous, really. I love the fact that it doesn't have any holes, except the two on the top, right? So I'm like, wow, Evelyn Schmevelyn, honey, Evelyn Schmevelyn. I was like, okay, yeah, I touched it. It's not leather. This is pleather. What do you expect? It is Marshall's after. I love that it's just hanging in front of the cushionaire. We're French, baby. Look, it's even more Hermes. Nancy says, I found one in blue on clearances at TJ Maxx. I bought it, says Nancy. Good for you, Nance. But I love how the names of these foam shoes are Cushionaire. It's not like Cushionaire, it's like Cushionaire. Very French. So like the Schmevelin was hanging in front of the shoelettes and the hair cliplets. Luxury Bucket List says Hermes has great leather, and that ain't it. No, this is pleather, you guys. But then I'm like, okay, we'll go. And then you can also change The straps, it also comes with this strap. Yeah. Yeah. It comes with this strap and then it comes with a black strap. You can change out the straps if you wish. And there's the price tag. Now, what's the price? T-Pal says, someone thought about passing it off, but changed their mind at the last minute. Exactly, T-Pal. Somebody thought, let me get the Schmevelin, and then let me wear the Schmevelin, and like everybody gonna be like, we'll go. But then, like last minute, they left it together with the cushionaire shoelets, because they thought, well, would not go. So then I saw it, and I'm like, let me take pictures for my people. And of course, then there's the price tag. Now, I did cover up, you see here, I photoshopped away. There was like a QR code and shit like that, like here where you can buy, find us, blah, blah. I'm like, we're not going to promote this. Not going to happen. Yeah, that boho strap is popular for the cheapies, says Shoban. And Brenda Romero is like, guessing the price. Brenda, you might be right. I'm not going to reveal it just yet. Give me a second. Michelle S. says they ran into their sales associate while in line. Michelle, that's gorgeous. Oh my God, I love that one. Yeah, this person probably was like, I'm going to get away with this. I'm going to get away with this. And then they're like, oh, fudge. My Hermes sales associate is right in front of me in the queue. I'm not going to get away with this. And then they just like, placed it ever so demurely to the side and left. Now the question is, why would their Hermes sales associate be shopping at Marshall's? A whole other can of worms. But we digress. So I covered up the thing. I don't want to promote this brand or whatever. I just thought it was fun to make this video. So that's why I covered up the logo and shit like that, just to be safe also. Let's check out the price tag at Marshall's. Sherpa. Anybody want a Sherpa slipalet? Yeah. Maybe Marc Jacobs? Something for Mark? $24.99. And again, I covered up here all of the QR codes. And let me show you the other one. And there you go, close-up of the price tag. And they're like, compare at $40. But here for us, it's $24.99. So at Marshall's, with the two different straps and, the Schmevelin, you gets it for $24.99. Somebody's asking, just Joe, you didn't buy? My guess is $34.98, $24.99. No, I did not buy it. Brenda Romero, you guessed the price. Brenda Romero's like $25. Yep, $25. But if it keeps hanging with the shoes and nobody buys it soon, the price might go down. So I'm wondering, next time I go to that Marshall's, if I see the Schmevelin again, is it going to be with a red stick on top, like $10 now? No, maybe we'll go. But I just thought fun. But look at that. This means that basically the brand did not copyright the shape of the bag, which means anybody can do this shape of bag. And anybody did. So technically it's legal as far as I know, allegedly, to dupe it, as long as you don't use the logos and what have you. But it's interesting to see that these designs are literally all over the place, not anymore in hidden alleyways behind some shops where you get to buy it. When a person says, come here, I'm going to show you the bags that got hidden, and they're all like dupes and fakes and stuff. This is like publicly available at Marshall's. You know what I'm saying? So this is the direction we're going towards. Yet another chapter of luxury is dead. $24.99 for a Schmevelin. Lurk says, that's it, I'm buying it. There you go. Shop Queen says, by the way, their compare ad is almost always less than the retail. Yes. And then also, there's the sale of the sale of the sale as well, by the way, like reduction. Very often you find special tags at Marshall. I bought some wonderful shirts at Marshall's, by the way. And I always check the materials. I don't like to have like blends with synthetics. I try to find cotton, linen. I can do viscose as well. And I found some wonderful shirts out of cotton or linen or viscose at Marshall's in the past weeks. We're talking like, I've been wearing them on my live streams actually. We're talking like $8 to $15 a shirt. So that was really cool. But we digress. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts and prayers down below about this sitch. What do you think? Subscribe and thumb up the video. Until next time, never give up on love. Bye. Yes, not really a dupe. I'd never mistake that for an Evelyn. It's more inspired. Oh, don't be snobby. It's a Schmevelyn. It's okay from a distance, you know? As Bette Midler would sing, from a distance, there'll be harmony. Well, less harmony when it comes to this bag and my singing, but it's okay. We'll go. I say we'll go. Talking about singers, shout to her family. Shout out to JLo, who has just filed for divorce from Ben Affleck. I guess his pickle did not tickle her fickle. Well enough, although we've all seen Girl Interrupted. Or what was the movie where he kind of shows off the pickle? Although we don't know if it was his pickle. It was maybe a prosthetic pickle. But again, yes, they have married twice and they hath doth divorced twice. So, what can I tell you? JLo apparently wants another pickle. What can I tell you? You know, and while she's waiting for another pickle, to tickle another pickle, she is enjoying her Hermes bags. In her case, the real deals, you know, the Wicca bag we spoke about past weeks that she was criticized for wearing, the Wicker Kelly. So, Jennifer Lopez files for divorce from Ben Affleck. There has been no prenup between them. Maybe that's why she's filing for divorce. Well, allegedly, it seems there was no prenup between the two. Oh boy, Ben, you're going to lose more than a pickle if she wants to come for you. But who knows? Maybe Ben is not as well off as she is. Maybe Ben is coming for her fortunes. I mean, if she had no prenup, that means he had no prenup. That means it might be a messy divorce. Or they're both rich and they both say, no, we're just going to separate in a friendly manner. Hi, Gloria Retinos. Pau says even Ben Affleck is canceling her. Oh, that is so sad. But she filed for divorce, not him, apparently. She needs a sickle, says Sam. Pew, pew, pew. I waited for him through 2 Jennifers, one of them even twice. Is it my turn now? Oh, Larissa. Okay, you've been waiting for Ben. He seems grumpy. But as Hannah would say from the TV show Girls, good pickle is a prison. So if you enjoy his pickle, maybe it is your time finally. Here I go, what Jen says. How did their manager's legal team allow that? I think maybe they got married a second time because of PR reasons, and then it didn't really work out. As we know, she had to cancel her tour, and people are not really enjoying what she's doing movie-wise or TV show-wise, and she's like, damn, marrying him again maybe did not work very well PR-wise, so maybe that's why they're divorcing. You never know. You never know. Just allegedly, obviously. Gloria says those divorce lawyers are salivating, baby. Yeah. Tanya says, I met him. Oh, Tanya. Tanya Brosnan met, what's his name? Ben Affleck? Do tell. Oh, Kate Moore says, oh, I watched Girls just yesterday. Well, in the last season, she says, that's the quote from the last season. They are both drinkers, wasn't going to work, says T-Pal. Really? Shop Queen says, the word on the street is JLo can't do friendly. Brenda says, he seems grumpy indeed. Shaban says, oh, that's too bad about the new cringe music drop. Yeah. XOXO Lovestar. Oh my, I had no idea they married before. Shaking my head. Both talentless, shoot to them, says Mahora. No, I wouldn't say it like that, Mahora. That's a bit extreme. I wouldn't say that they're talentless. Kate Moore says, oh, why watch Girls yesterday? Lurk says, I don't think neither Katy or JLo are going to be able to save their music career. Oh, Katy Perry? Oof. That new album, though. Tanya says, at the premiere of Some of All Fears, he was actually pretty cool then. Interesting, Tanya. Have we met him more intimately or just like a little we'll go, a little casual we'll go on the red carpet, or a little bit more than a casual we'll go behind the red carpet? IYK. Let's be real, it's their teams with the talent, says Shaban. Corey says, no, they only got married once. No, they only got married once. I thought they divorced and remarried. Sorry, I'm no longer a fan of either after my work got stolen over and over again. Ah, Siobhan, my gosh, from them? By them? What's going on in the chats? They stole your work? Shook. I know Mariah is happy, says Grant. She drinks, says T-Pel. Corey says, yes, she does. She has an alcohol brand. Well, just because you have an alcohol brand doesn't mean you drink your own alcohol brand. Or are we going to say that Beyonce is an alcoholic? She just launched like her own brandy or whiskey? Yeah, Beyonce. She just launched her own brand of whiskey or something the other day for $85 a bottle. So what? Now she an alcoholic or what? That relation was cursed since the beginning, sadly, says Ingrid. Tanya says, I thought JLo didn't drink. I also thought she didn't. I mean, you can't dance like that and be skinny like that if you're going to be all puffy and bloated from the alcohol, honey. Oh, Tanya says, no, just we'll go on the red carpet, nothing behind. Okay. Oh, she says she drinks? I don't know. I have no clue. Tipa says, she says she drinks a bit, but if you drink, you drink. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, Gone Girl. Allegedly, Lily, not girl interrupted. Gone Girl is where he shows the pickle. Yes. Jody says, I just want to know what happened to the pink diamond ring from that first engagement. No clue. Oh, Shop Queen. They were engaged twice. They were married once. Interesting. So hold on a minute. So why did they call off the engagement? Katie says she has a brand but doesn't drink. So she's not standing by the product she's selling. You see, I don't want to buy a product if the person themselves doesn't. Imagine Coco Chanel selling you her clothes, but she's not wearing her own clothes. It just doesn't make sense. Imagine Vivienne Westwood not wearing Vivienne Westwood clothes, but selling you Vivienne Westwood. It doesn't make any sense. Shaban says, yeah, I have lawsuits left and right. They used my voice, music, and lyrics, a whole group of famous acts. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I had no clue. Shaban says, oh, that's right. It was just an engagement first time. I forgot about that. Yeah. I had no clue either. So why did they call off the engagement? I mean, do we really want to know? Do we care? I don't know. Do we? Patricia says, hello and goodbye. Running out to pack my house that's sold. Oh, congratulations. Stop by to send a hug to you, Dacob and the Bunker family. Oh, congratulations, Patricia. Yes. Pack up. That's great news. That's fabulous. Moving on up, honey. Moving on up. Exactly, Dacob says T-Pel. Right. We'll go. I mean, all the best to both of them, to whatever pickles they're going to tickle in the future, and to all of the lovely little Hermes bags that JLo is going to add to her collection. Gloria says, if I was Jen Garner, I'd chug my number and move. He's going to head that way to clean. I would change my number and move. He's going to head that way to clean his life up again. But again, if Hannah is right, Good Pickle is a prison. So Jennifer Garner might just be like, oh, well, right. If I must, I'll clean him up again. Shabbat says, yeah, it's not public yet. Thanks so much. They use my voice as a filter or my voice plus a filter, etc. Various techniques. Wow. Man, good luck. Can be tricky with those lawyers. Jody says he left JLo for Jay Ghana, didn't he? Well, that's why they kind of broke off the engagement? Interesting. Larissa says, I believe they said their public and media attention was too much for their relationship. Ha! We'll go. Please. You don't decide to date a celebrity. If you're a celebrity and you want to date a celebrity, that's PR, honey. You might end up really liking each other later on. We'll go, and that's fine. Rare, but fine. But It's the PR teams that put a celebrity together with a celebrity, okay? And then you use that up a little bit. You see if it helps you grow your cash and your cachet, your reputation and stuff. And then you move on. You go your separate ways, right? So I'm just wondering, you know, like you don't make a comment like, oh, the media attention was too much for us. Honey, you wanted a bicycle? Now pedal. Seriously, please. At that level of notoriety, when you're that popular and famous, you don't have to beg for tips like I do. Tip your host if you're enjoying the show. Thank you. Oh, what a segue, huh? Well, it's because your support and your help keeps this channel afloat. Because as you know, the algorithm sucks at the moment. My AdSense revenue has went cut off double, like halved, not double, halved, well, double. Yeah, I'm earning half of what I earned like a month ago just because that's what YouTube does now. And we don't have a sponsor. So you guys are what's keeping the channel alive, just FYI. So thank you so much for that. And Larissa says, Jody, but Jennifer Garner came quite fast after JLo, but she did not make them break up. Aha, interesting. Allegedly everything, of course. Of course. And then you don't decide to be Batman and then don't want the media attention, says Pao. Period. Thank you. That's what I've been saying. I mean, thinking, but you said it, but I read it. Jackie says, the common factor, her, many marriages and divorces, it's JLo. Ooh. Yeah, think it's JLo. Oh, Brenda, my love.
Brenda donated $20. Enjoying the show. Love to you all, babes.
Babes, love to you too, babes. Hit it, Bublé. Yes, quick, preach. In your honor, we're also going to have some Charlie Spunky water. Oh, also, I want to celebrate the fact that it's Halloween season, and I have a guest here with me who's also going to be later in the video game portion of the live stream on Totally Dacob, dressed in his gorgeous jack-o'-lantern attire. It's Chucky. He's back, you guys. Okay, all righty. Okay, all right, come on. So, Chucky, how's it going, babes? He's like, hi, everybody. Hello. Isn't he adorable? So I put on his little jack-o'-lantern pumpkin outfit, which he always wears in the Halloween season. And he's ready. He's ready. I just got to keep the knives away from him because he's fashionably ready for Halloween. He just has a tendency of stabbing everybody. So the fella loves pointy objects, so no knives when he's around. And also, some time ago, Titi came to visit, and whenever Chucky is around, usually he kind of chills with me in the living room. Titi is my dear friend Teruko's dog, super cute dog. When she sees Chucky, no. There's no. Titi is not having it. So he's just chilling, the poor guy. He's just like chilling on the sofa. He's just sitting there smiling. Titi's a little Chihuahua, mixed Yorkie. She Maltese. She looks at him and she doesn't take her eyes off of him. She's like, something. She's like, you guys. She looks at Teruko and she's like, you guys, there's something wrong with that baby. She's like, you guys, that baby is not blinking. That baby is about to attack. Titi doesn't understand that he's a doll, so she thinks he's human, and since he's not blinking, she's terrified of him. So now we know. Now we know. Yeah, Titi knows. Now we know. So whenever Titi comes to visit, I'm like, let's put Chucky. I'm gonna put Chucky into the bedroom. I'm gonna close the door so she doesn't get a heart attack. So there you go. There you go, Chucky. You look gorgeous in your new little outfit. Look at his little feet. Look at his little skeleton pants and his little sneakerlets. Yeah. Don't I know it? He dangerous. All right. See you later and see you we're going to play video games together. Say bye to everyone. Okay, Chucks. Don't eat Baby Yoda. And Baby Yoda, don't eat. Oh my God, the two of them together, it's such a mess. It's been a while that Chucky has come to the channel, though, so it was lovely to see him now that he has his little outfit again. I'm looking to buy him another little outfit as well. He usually fits 16 to 18 months outfits. That's the size that fits him. So I'm looking for a kind of, I don't know, I'm looking for something new to put on him. Yeah, of course, he has his classic blue overalls with a striped shirt. He has the Chucky outfit, but I love to dress him up in like special outfits. So I'm looking for a new outfit for Chucky this year. He got this outfit last year. So anyway, speaking of diversity and speaking also of the fact that I love and embrace all facets of life, all people, you know, if you come to me and to the Fashion Bunker with an open heart, you are welcome here. That's all I ask of you. I ask of you to come with an open heart, to be open-minded, to love other people that are also nice around you. That's all I ask of you. And of course, if you are willing to share your knowledge with us in the chats and we get to learn something from you, the better, the better. But that's the fundament on which we build this community and this channel. So I wanted to say something very briefly about my latest video that I posted a couple of days ago about the wonderful Olympic athlete that has won the most gold medals ever, Miss Simone. Simone just won, I don't know how many did she win, like 20, 30 medals? I mean, it's insane, right? I think she's in the Guinness Book of World Records. And she was in Paris and she won a ton of medals and she was there with her family, her mom and her dad. And I made a video about her going to Hermes and being offered one of the bags. She did not say which bag, but she showed us a photo of the box containing the bag. And so I made a video about that because she had backlash, people kind of complaining, saying like, how dare you spend all that money on an Hermes bag? How wasteful, you should be spending money on another thing. How about charity instead, or this or that? Allegedly, she's very charitable and did spend a substantial amount of money on charity. So I made this video saying like, you do not get to choose for other people how they spend their money. And you also, it's so vulgar to point your fingers at and say, don't you dare spend your money for this or for that. Who are you? It's not your money. Zip it. You zip it and you zone zoo it. You move on. You live and let live. Dee Gabatha says, I saw that video. Great video. I was happy for her. Thank you, Dee. Brenda Romero says, that's lovely, Dacob. That's why the Fashion Bunker is so unique. Thank you so much. DMSA says, I love that about the bunker. Thank you, Dacob. Thank you guys so much. So I just wanted to give you a little update. In that video, long story short, I say, you know, the trouble with the situation is I read a lot of the comments underneath her Threads post. And, she did an Insta story with the bag, with Hermes, with her visit to Hermes. And then on Threads, they started bashing her. And she came back and said, well, first of all, I didn't buy the bag. Not that it's any of your business, but my family bought it for me to celebrate the fact that I won so many Olympic gold medals. And she said that's, you know, I didn't do anything wrong. Maybe your parents did something wrong instead. Oh, Kari, my love. Thank you so much, sweetie.
Kari 8088 donated $20. Wuggo wuggo.
Tiki tiki. Wuggo wuggo. Hidden bubbles for Kari. Yes. Teresa says there's a new story that just came out where a club tried to charge her $25,000 for a bottle of champagne. Wow, that's insane. Poor woman. No, seriously, you got to leave her alone and celebrate her. She's a beacon of shining light and inspiration for all of us. To have somebody always be so positive, smiling, sharing positive energy on social media and not just using it for filth like a lot of other people do. And then being such a hard worker and winning the Olympics. I mean, she's an inspiration. She's a national treasure. She's not somebody that you should shit on just because you're feeling lousy about yourself. Terrible. Anyway, hold on. Stop. So this is the point. In the video, I say that I've analyzed the comments coming. Oh my God, Shop Queen. Thank you so much.
Shop Queen
wow, that's a lot. Thank you.
$100. Thank you for your positive spirit, bringing this community joy and being authentic. These live streams really cheer me up.
Oh, thank you, my love. Thank you. Very, very generous of you. Hidden bubbles for our Shop Queen du jour. Man, thank you guys. Means the world to me. You're keeping the channel alive with your tips. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I said, I've analyzed the comments on her Threads post and people criticizing her, and other people have pointed it out as well in the comments. And they said, most of the criticism comes from white women. And I'm just analyzing statistics, you guys. I'm just analyzing statistics. I am not putting judgment. I'm just saying, these are the statistics. This is what is mostly happening. We have a black woman being criticized by a lot of people for buying Hermes bags, but mostly by white women, of those people criticizing her, allegedly. So I just state it in my video as I see it. I call it as I see it. I have no, I don't, well, we're going to read the comments now. And looky, what happened after I posted my video. Now, I got to say, before we get into the reactions to my video, okay, before we get to the reactions, I just want to say we're going to see two extremes now that are going to prove my point. But before we get into the nitty-gritty, I just want to say we have a fabulous community here and a ton of lovely, lovely white ladies who completely agree. Okay, so this is not a generalization and saying all white ladies are like that. Absolutely not. So please do not take this personally, what we're about to analyze right now. But what needs to be said needs to be said. Okay, so do not feel offended personally if you happen to be a white lady, because I'm not saying all white ladies think that way, just to be very clear, but it is a symptom of what is going on in this society. So after I post a video, what happens? Well, the negative backlash that I got on that video was for the most part from white women. Isn't that interesting? Cue in the examples. There you go. Now here we don't know. The first one, we don't know if it's a white person, but if they're using a non-colored emoji, usually it's a white person. So what does color have to do with it? Talk about race and you may be a racist. No, I think pointing out a problem does not make you a racist. Pointing out that there's a problem in our society makes you a person who wishes to make things better in our society. This is a comment I got. Let me show you the next one. This lady, these are publicly posted comments, okay? So I'm not doxing anybody. These are comments that are posted under my video. It's a public video. These comments are public. So Arlene4HO, using her profile picture, says, stop making everything about race. White lady. And I'm like, I'm not making everything about race. I'm pointing out a problem. Let me show you the next one. Another white lady. What a boring topic. The argument is far-fetched. What is far-fetched, darling? The fact that black women in our society are often, first of all, are a minority and are often mistreated on so many levels, and so many injustices are perpetrated upon them on so many levels. You're talking from a place of privilege. You've never felt that. Have you ever tried to put yourself in another person's shoes? You should try before you write something like this. So this is the type of comments that I've received underneath that video from the white ladies. Let me show you the next comment. And here now we begin with the comments from our lovely black ladies. Underneath the same video, you see the disparity, how divergent the comments are and the opinions are. Look at that. So Glam Life 1908, thank you so much for the comments, says, thank you so much for speaking up. We love you. So are you saying that now the white ladies from before that are calling me out for having made the video, are you also going to try to silence this lady now? Because you can call me out as long as you want, you know, but are you going to silence this lady too? You could say I'm crazy for making a topic that's so dull and boring and everything about race. And if you're going to talk about race, you're a racist. Really? Okay. What about now? Next comment. By Erica Jade Lives. Thank you so much, Erica, for the lovely comment. Get him, Dacob, Erica says. Almost made me cry. I have accomplished a lot. And what you speak of is real. It can make you feel so alone. Eventually, I realized that these same people were always judgmental, but were just more content when I was struggling. Hopefully, Simone comes to conclusion that you are damned if you do and damned if you don't. So you might as well do what makes you happy. Thanks so much for voicing your opinion on this. So those few white ladies trying to make me shut up, I'm not going to shut up. I'm not going to shut up. The black ladies are in a minority here, and they need support. Not that they need the support of me. Let's be very clear. These ladies are super strong and powerful. They do not need anything from me, okay? But I love them. So I am happy to just jump into this pot and say, no, you know what? No, stop this. Like, there's obviously a problem here. If the black ladies are telling me, Dacob, you nailed it on the head here, this is an issue. This is an issue for us, black ladies. But then the white ladies come in and say, it's not an issue. You cannot say it's not an issue. You're not black. This is the problem. You're not black. You cannot say this is not an issue. This is the problem. Thank you, Erica, so much for your comment. Alexandria in the chats just now says, facts, Dacob. Her biological mom, a recovering addict, was also why they were attacking her. So they criticize her for not giving back. She deserves to do great without the backlash. She so deserves that. Are you kidding me? She totally does. Next comment. From Vanessa Jolie, 1504 says, hey, Dacob, I am a longtime follower of yours. Thank you so much, sweetie, for being a follower. I love your videos. I was compelled to comment halfway through this video. Thanks for calling it out. A black woman enjoying luxury has some white women annoyed. I know you're taking a risk by calling it out on your channel, but I appreciate it. It's refreshing to see someone who has no dog in his fight, a white man in this case, speak up. I don't want to start a debate in your comments, so I'll leave it at that. The hypocrisy is ridiculous. Please continue to be an ally. I can't thank you enough for this. You're most welcome, and thank you so much for supporting me as well, because obviously you're right. I do not have a dog in this fight. I don't. But I call a spade a spade. You know, we talk about luxury on this channel and we talk about enjoying these beautiful objects. Yeah, sometimes they're overpriced and ridiculous. But hey, life is crazy, you know. Weirder things have happened than overspending on a bag. So come on, we'll go. So I'm saying, enjoy it. Enjoy life. Get yourself a pretty bag. Why not? And then, you know, I see these comments that Simone got. And I'm like, wow, we gotta call this out, because this ain't cool. This is also not what luxury should be about and enjoying these pieces should be about. We should celebrate the fact that we're loving these funny little bags and costume jewelry and perfumes and rings and stuff. It's stuff to embellish our daily lives, you know what I mean? And if you're consuming them from a healthy perspective of just enjoying them for the love and the sake of enjoying them, you're not hurting anybody. Why would people come for you? For what for? Joyful Remorse says, exactly, Dacob. Thank you so much. DMSA 918 says, black woman here in the chats, and I wholeheartedly agree with Erica's comment. That's why I decided to enjoy my luxury fashion items in silence. I live in a majority white country and city, so I felt that. You see, guys, listen when people tell you what they feel. When a minority tells you what they feel, their feelings are legitimate. Their feelings, just because you're not feeling the same feelings they're feeling, doesn't mean that those feelings that they're feeling are not legitimate, that they're not real. They are very real. So instead of just trying to shut people up, listen, try to learn, and maybe realize we have to have a conversation about this. We have to sit, together around a fireplace, a bonfire, and talk it out, hash it out, talk it out, heal. We need to heal. That's what I'm trying to say here. We need to heal. We need to come closer together, not separate each other even more. Let me read the next comment. Life and Style with the Divas 4688 says, I'm black, male, and was at lunch in Newport Beach when a Persian woman clocked me in a head-to-toe Chanel look with my classic maxi on the table and exclaimed, "How do you have that bag? Do you work for Chanel?" I looked at her, laughed, and said, "No, darling. Clearly Chanel works for me." An older white lady spit out her coffee and hollered. You see, this is what I'm talking about. You gotta take this with a little dollop of comedic relief, because if we take ourselves too seriously, there's no coming out of this alive, honey, unscathed. We have to be stronger and overcome all of this. And yes, sometimes also laugh about the reaction of other people. The luxury bucket list in the chat says, I have had white women tell me they assumed I wear fakes. I wonder why. I'm sure I know. Anyway, it keeps me safe. There you go. Period. Next comment, you guys. I have one more to share with you. From Mahogany QT1, thanks, Dacob. That's why I will always ride with you. You speak the truth and keep me laughing. Oh, thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you. Thank you. Very kind of you. So there you go. This was just to prove my point here. There is a problem. So please don't come for me saying there's no problem. You're just creating drama. I'm not coming for anyone in particular here. I'm just saying, you guys, we need to sit down together and heal. Really important. Nectarima says it is an issue. Countless statistics are real examples show that black people are judged more severely than others in the West. Oh, totally. And don't get me even started on when we are in a courtroom and, for a minor misdemeanor, who gets punished more harshly and who gets let off the hook more easily. Please, let's be very clear. So thank you. And having said all of this, I repeat one more time, there is a plethora and a bunch of incredible, amazing, supportive white ladies in the fashion bunker as well. So I'm not calling out all white ladies. Please do not feel offended automatically. You are not being called out. I'm just saying we as a society need to come together and heal. There's a lot of healing to do, you guys. There's a lot of healing to do. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Oh, Rita. Thank you so much, Rita.
Rita donated $20. Love your Chanel.
Thank you. Chanel and Channel. I hit it, Bubbles. Yes, Quinn. Thank you, my love. Thank you so much for the love and support. Mahora says, the moment they lose a slight bit of power over you, they want to remind you of who you are. They try to push you back in the box they made for you. Y'all need to fight. Don't let him toy you, says Mahora. Teresa McGuire says, mixed race here, who was bullied as a child after kids saw my black grandmother dropping me off at school. So I understand exactly what other people go through. Thank you, Terry. Thank you so much for saying this. DMSA, this is Gaslighting 101, right? Shopkins says, Dacob doesn't have time to create drama. Oh, no. I react to drama. We know how to stir the burning oil without getting burnt, but we do not create the oil. No, the oil is there. We just react to it. Period. Shaban says, oh my God, the gaslighting. It's total insanity. Can't stand gaslighters. Been dealing with it my entire life. There you go. Oh, me too, honey. I mean, all of us have gone through the nitty gritty of it all in different levels, different problematics for sure. But we've all had our fair share of bullying, dealing with harassments of all sorts of kinds. And let's not forget, I'm a minority too, in a way, being gay and all. So I go through hell on a daily basis, also on my channels. I mean, every day I have to deal with comments wishing me unalived because how dare I have long hair and a beard and makeup, people calling me the bearded lady and shit like that, trying to discredit what I'm saying, discredit the quality of my work just because of the way I look. And, and I'm like, wow, really? Really? Are we going to stoop that low? Is that all you got? That's the ammo? That's your ammo? Honey, when I go digging for ammo, I find out what I need to find out. Because if I'm going to go at you and we're going to have a conversation eye to eye, I will be prepared. I will know who you are. I will know who your partner is, or husband, or wife. I will know what you've been doing, where you're at, how many times you've been canceled, for what reason. Okay? What's the controversial shit that happened to you in your life? Oh, I will come prepared. So, if I ever come for you, it's not just going to be, oh, you bearded lady, you forgot to shave today. Really? Honey, Wicca, you're a rookie. A rookie. If that's how you come for me, you're a rookie. Get your facts straight. We'll go. Mahora knows what I'm talking about. OMG. Holly Grace says, well, everyone gets bullied. Hi, Holly Grace. And it's not just the school thing. Oh, it goes on forever, for sure. Holly Grace, it goes on forever. We need grit and resilience just to move on and ignore it. We should not ignore it. I, for the longest time, was thinking we got to ignore this. Ignoring it, in a way, enables the bullies to keep doing what they're doing. They need to be called out for their crap, because we can try to act like we are better, whatever, I ignore it. It always affects you. Sometimes you are psychologically more ready to deal with it. Sometimes it gets you off guard, and then it really stabs you, and then it hurts. So we are never immune to the nasty never, really never. Sometimes we're a little bit more ready to heal from them, sometimes less. And this is why that whole mindset of whatever, be the better person, it doesn't make me better for staying passive in front of bullying. It doesn't make me better. It enables the bully to continue doing what they're doing. So, you see, in my opinion, we got to switch around the music here and realize that silence can only take you so far, but it will not make them stop attacking you, in my humble opinion. The Luxury Bucket List says, I went to pick up my Rolex. I was wearing my, I don't know how to pronounce it, Alia cage belt. A white woman went and grabbed a salesperson in Neiman Marcus and demanded I remove the belt and give it to her. She assumed I worked there. Oh, wow. Let me tell you a little story. I'm not going to say which store, because I don't want to get anybody in trouble. Because listen, you don't want to mess with me. When I've had it, I have had it. So I've been to a luxury boutique recently. Oh, hold on. Let me sip a little bit of Charlie. It was in a mall, luxury boutique. And I had the best of times. Lovely sales associates. Beautiful shopping experience. Oh, it was lovely. Really, really lovely. And so my sales associate needed to go to the back to fetch a couple of things. And I'm in the front with my glass of champagne, getting tipsy and getting ready to spend even more money. But I notice as the day progresses that more and more people, because the door to this boutique is open, so people passing by, because the door is open and it's very welcoming, people have a tendency of kind of just poking their head through the entrance and asking a question not connected to the products in that store. Meaning they would kind of come in and be like, where's the bathroom? Where's this? Where's that? Because like I said, the shop's doors are open in the mall, and and I've noticed that nobody that comes in with their head in to ask a question, nobody says, excuse me, good day, hello. There's no pleasantries. There's no curtsy. Okay. There's no education, honey. Zilch. Okay. And I've noticed like they come in and all they do is like, where's this? How do I get there? And so obviously the sales associates are kind and polite. What are you going to do? You can't just like bark back at them. And they answer, you know. So, and I've been witnessing this. So my sales associate goes to the back to fetch something. Now I'm alone in the front. Put my glass of champagne down. I walk to one of the stands that they have, and I'm looking at a product. Two women come in, white, coincidentally, okay. She pokes her head in. She's like, where's Nordstrom? I look at her and I say, hello. Oh, I'm in this now. She's like, where's Nordstrom? I said, hello. She's like, I said hello. I'm like, no, you didn't. First you say hello, and then you ask your question. She's like, hello, where's Nordstrom? I'm like, honey, how would I know? Am I in Nordstrom now? I have no clue. Now, off you go. She's like, how rude. I'm like, really? I'm the rude one? Look in the mirror, baby. Look in the mirror. So then my sales associate comes back and I'm like, I hope you won't get in trouble now because she probably going to go and be a Karen on Yelp or something. She might like leave a bad review like the sales associate was terrible. I'm like, just be sure to tell your manager that before this review comes in, just be sure to tell your manager that one of your clients, I'll take the blame, I'll take the hit, I'll take the blow. Just be sure to tell your manager that one of your clients leashed out at a rude passerby, just so that none of you guys get in trouble for something that I did. Period. So this is what I'm saying. Like, people are just assholes all around. Holy Grace says, Karens be Karening. Oh, honey, tell me about it. Jill from Moore says, one time I was at a private store event at Bottega Veneta years ago, and this other woman who was also invited was so confused why I was there. Oh, El Boogie, oh my God.
Ella
Thank you so much.
donated $100.
I'll be back in a second.
Thank you again, Dacob. If we ignore the bad, we will continue to repeat it. It speaks volumes when a person who is not directly affected stands up for others. Love your energy. I will continue to support.
Thank you so much. So kind of you. Thank you so much, sweetie. Let's pop a cherry for El Boogie. Hit it, Bubbles. We love to blow that poppin' cherry, don't we? Oh, thank you so much, you guys. Means the world to me. It really, really helps the channel out a ton. And so back to Joyful Remorse saying, one time I was at a private store event at Bottega Veneta years ago, and this other woman who was also invited to the event was so confused why I was there. Joyful Remorse is Black, by the way. She asked me if I knew how much the bags cost. Girl. Joyful Remorse, you know what I would have answered her? Don't let this get to you. Next time, be prepared. If a hoe comes for you like that, I would look back at her dead straight in the eyes and I would say, honey, if you need to ask, you probably can't afford it. I mean, we'll go. So just saying, Jody R says, I worked as a jeweler for years. The level of entitlement of customers is next level. Mm-hmm. Oh, especially in the jewelry department. Mm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. No, I'm telling you. Yes, yeah, that old classic. Holly Grace, it's a super old classic. Hey, Kev, we'll go. It's a super old classic. You just tell her you can't afford it, honey, if you got to ask for the price. And then she can go and complain to the manager and say, that sales associate was so rude to me. And then the store manager is going to look her dead in the face and say, that's not a sales associate. That's one of our clients. And then she's going to feel even more double like an idiot because she just embarrassed herself in front of a customer and in front of the store manager. You got 2 for 1, baby. The bag was super expensive, but the shade was 2 for 1 on special offer that night at Bottega Veneta. I can tell you that. Oh, I love situations like those. They're just delish. Oh, really, they are delicious. It is fun to go shopping with me. A little bit dangerous too, because I'm always like this. Always. I am ready to throw shade at And this stems from the fact that I do have a little bit of social anxiety. So when I'm out and about, I'm a little bit more alert. So I'm more irritable. You know what I mean? I'm not as patient when I'm out and about because I'm always on edge. I'm always like using peripheral vision. Is somebody coming at me? Is somebody going to steal something? Somebody going to hit me on the head? So I'm kind of more like ready, like when I'm in society anyway. So then some bimbo comes in and is like, "Nyah, nyah, 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 nyah." I'm like, oh, no, you don't. I have no capacity whatsoever to tolerate your bullshit right now. Holly Grace says, Dacob, come back to Australia. Please, let's go shopping. Oh my God, the shade. The shade I've thrown at the sales associates in Melbourne. Honey. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. No, because like a lot of them were just on another level. They had no clue what they were selling. What was the other topic? Oh yes. Oh my God. We have another topic later about Australia coming up here. And Chanel. Today in the show. Nectarine Man says, I bought a Bottega item a while ago in a store that came in the biggest box. I went across the road to YSL and the sales associate tried to take it off me, assuming I was doing an intergroup delivery. Cha. Seriously? What the hell? Like, what's wrong with these people? Oh my God. I mean, they can at least ask before they embarrass themselves like that. Brenda Romero says, oh, Dacob, come shop with me in Geneva. You will love the shade opportunities we see every day here. Oh my God. I mean, and the sales associate at Chanel in the fashion boutique, he was, we went to the jewelry section. I wanted to know if they have more of these rings. They don't produce these anymore, but technically, if you ask Paris, they can actually make one for you. This is a little something that I know. But you got to have a sales associate who's willing to fight to get the ring for you. So anyway, I was asking if they have one more of these. And he looks at it. And I think I shared this story once before. But whatever, it's juicy. Let's share it again. And I'm like, Gloria Athena says Australia has a picture of Dacob as no entry. Oh, the penal colony. So, Kev says, oh my God, I almost typed hi, Dacob in a work email. I love that, Kev. So he looks at the ring. He's like, no, we don't make them anymore. Like, ew. I'm like, okay. He's like, but we do have watches because, I'm a man, right? So he's like, but we have watches. So I'm like, you've already done we don't do that anymore. So now I'm in this. You're in big trouble now. Because I'm like, be very careful what you say next. I'm thinking in my head, oh, okay, you're going to be a bitch to me? Let's see the next sentence that comes out of your mouth. And the next sentence is, but we have lovely watches and we've just re-released the Oprah. I'm like, watches? Like, no. Chanel and watches. Coco Chanel never designed a watch in her life. Watches are not Chanel. So that's just your company being greedy, wanting extra money from people because you want to go into the watch business now? Sorry, Chanel's and watches. Vulgar. Please. He's like, no, but Chanel designed the Premier watch. I'm like, you're just making it worse for yourself. The Chanel Premier watch was released in the 80s. Coco Chanel passed away in 1971. How could she have designed the Premier watch over a decade after she passed away? I'll wait. You try to figure it out, Miss Thing. So he's like, oh yeah, it came out in the 80s. I'm like, yeah. So Chanel never designed a watch in her life. Chanel and watches, they do not go hand in hand. They have nothing to do with each other. Do not try to sell me a Chanel watch because that is just vulgar. And I turned around and walked away. Mahora says, oh, Dacob traumatized that Chanel sister. Yes. He he zipped it. He was like, done. Oh, do not mess with me. I'm so over it. I'm so sick and tired of people trying to sell me shit for a ton of money. I'm so sick and tired of people not having a clue what they're talking about, but still they're like acting like you should be able to afford it if you were better. You wouldn't just be buying a platinum ring. You would buy a $50,000 watch. I'm like, bitch, no, I would be buying what I want to buy, not what you want to make me think I should be buying. Stop it with those strategies. They are terrible. Terrible sales strategies. They do not work on me. They actually make me disgusted by you and by the brand. So, sell your premier watches to some other fool, not to me. Not today, Satan. Not today. Ingrid says, I'm Latina. I was in a hotel getting towels for my kids who were in the pool, and this white old lady stopped me and said, oh, I need towels, and tried to get her and tried to get the towels from me. You see, people, this is what I'm telling you. We need to talk about these things. We need to raise awareness about this because this is just insane. This should not be happening. You know? Steph says judgments and assumptions still happen in the workplace too. I went to an executive meeting with a bunch of men I didn't know, and they assumed I was a secretary there to take notes. And I was in charge instead. Oh, Steph, you tell him, girl. What the hell? MMM says I have social anxiety too, but that didn't stop me from taking the super legit perfume from behind the counter to test it. The sales associate stared me down, but I didn't care. You do it, girl. You did it. You went for it and you claimed that perfume. Nectarine Man says, I have noticed they really try to push watches to men in Chanel boutique. Yeah, what else are they going to push? What else are they going to push? Because you know what I mean? Like that, they think, oh, well, the men, that's what they're going to wear. We don't make clothes for men. So what else are we going to sell them? I'm like, come on. It's 2024, bitches. Like, let's do a little bit unisex here. Michelle says, I've been in the diamond industry for decades. Design, product, development. For DYDB TIFF, it baffles me the nasty attitude of sales associates at these stores and their lack of product knowledge. The lack of product knowledge, that is what really irks me, especially in luxury places where you're paying extra money for what? The quality sucks. At least have a nice moment with the sales associate. No, the sales associate has no clue what they're doing. So I'm like, what am I paying for? What am I paying for here? At a certain point, it becomes masochistic. It's masochism. It's like, I want to be hurt. I'm going to these places to be whiplashed because I'm getting shit product for a ton of money. I'm getting shit treatment for a ton of money. If they let me in, because there's a queue out. I'm like, this is insanity. It's kind of funny though. I mean, it's so insane that it's kind of funny. Joyful Remorse says, I know I was venting, but most white women are very nice and wonderful. It's just those Karens. Thank you, Joyful Remorse, for saying that. We have some wonderful white ladies, obviously, in the bunker, as well as wonderful black ladies and all the other spectrum of the rainbow as well. Alexander Bin says, I feel like people who worked... What? Let me scroll up, sorry. The chat just went ballistic on me. I feel like people who worked in any type of customer service in their lifetime have zero tolerance for rude people. I will always throw shade at entitled people being rude and messy to staff. Me too. Love it. Always do that. Karen B says, in a jewelry store, I asked to try something and twice I was told no, but I could see something else. In another store, I asked to try a ring and was told no and was not allowed to try anything. Ooh. Not cool. This is the society we live in. Oh, yeah, thanks, Mahora. Let's get to 200 likes. Thank you. I keep forgetting. Thumb up the live stream. Means the world to me. And I'm going to do another topic. Hold on. Oh, and speaking of just the watches, you know, we made a topic about the Chanel Premiere watch as a necklace with the headphones like a month ago. Now High Snobiety posts an article about it. I'm like, geez, you're a little bit late, High Snobiety, huh? You're a little bit late, aren't ya? Aren't ya? Come to the Fashion Bunker if you want to hear it first, guys, because that's where it's at. Thumb up the live stream. So let me call Bubbles just a second here, because I have a question to ask Bubbles. Because we're talking about Chanel, might as well, because I have a question to ask. You know, Bubbles is now started talking. It's a mess. Yes, she's started talking. She's evolving like a freaking gremlin. Let me call Bubbles. Okay. Hello, Bubbles?
Again, how can I assist you today?
Oh, you're very low. Sorry guys. Okay. Hello, Bubbles, do you hear me? Bubbles? Are you there?
I'm sorry, could you please repeat that? I didn't quite catch your last statement.
Yes, Bubbles, I have a question for you. So, in your eternal and infinite wisdom, who do you think is going to be Chanel's new artistic director now that Virginie Viard has left?
Question about Chanel's artistic director. That's quite the topic. Well, given my knowledge and understanding, there's been some speculation and rumors circulating about who might take on the prestigious role at Chanel. Some names that have been mentioned include Virginie Viard, who has been serving as interim director since Karl Lagerfeld's passing, as well as other designers like Phoebe Philo or Dries Van Noten.
No, Bubbles, Virginie Viard has left Chanel. So after Virginie Viard has left Chanel, who might be the new Chanel artistic director?
So you've been keeping up with the latest news. Indeed, Virginie Viard has indeed left Chanel, adding to the ongoing conversation about who could fill the role of artistic director. Some names that have been mentioned include Phoebe Philo, who previously led Celine to great success, as well as Dries Van Noten, known for his creative and innovative designs. Other designers like Miuccia Prada or Demna Gvasalia from Balenciaga have also been floated as potential candidates.
Who made Demna Gvasalia a potential candidate for Chanel?
Yes, Demna Gvasalia has indeed been mentioned as a potential candidate for Chanel's artistic director role. He's certainly made a significant impact in the fashion world with his creative and experimental designs for Balenciaga, so it wouldn't be surprising if his name came up in conversations about Chanel.
No, Bubbles, no, seriously. You know, Balenciaga under Demna, I mean, it's terrible. You know about the scandal with the teddy bears and the SM toys with kids ad campaign for Balenciaga. Really, that was just terrible. Don't you agree?
Chuckles, oh, I do agree. The scandal you're referring to was indeed very serious and caused a lot of backlash and negative attention to Balenciaga. The campaign you mentioned was highly inappropriate and sparked outrage among many people. It was a mistake by the brand to use such imagery, and they faced significant consequences as a result.
Yeah, so don't you think they should fire Demna after this scandal?
Nods. Well, generally, when a brand or organization faces a major scandal like the one you described, it's not uncommon for them to fire the person responsible for the scandal. In this case, Demna Gvasalia was the creative director for Balenciaga at the time, so it's possible that he could face consequences for the inappropriate campaign. Of course, it's ultimately up to the brand to decide what actions to take and whether to keep or fire Demna in the wake of the scandal.
Yeah, I don't know. Your intel is a little bit iffy. So ultimately, who will be the new artistic director at Chanel?
Laughs. Oh, I see you're not satisfied with my previous answer. It seems like you really want to know who will take the reins at Chanel. Well, I can provide some insight and potential candidates. Ultimately, only time will tell who will actually be selected as the new artistic director at Chanel. As I mentioned before, names like Phoebe Philo, Dries Van Noten, and even Indemna Gvasalia have been suggested. But we'll have to wait for an official announcement to know for sure.
Girl, bye.
Well, I guess that's all the questioning you have for me for now. If you have any more questions or just want to chat, feel free to drop by again. Take care and have a splendid day.
Boy, I'm not having it with Bubbles today. Oh my God, did you hear the sassiness? She's like, laughs. Well, if you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. I'm like, girl, bye. She's like that meme with that little rubber ducky that's smoking a cigarette and doing like I don't give two Fs. Well, that's Bubbles for ya. Today she wasn't in splendid form. And last time she was a little bit better form. My favorite phrase to begin an email, as I previously stated, I know, Steph, she is throwing shade at me. Shade at me. Bubbles talks like PR corporate, says Brenda. Terrible. We gotta make her evolve better. Zoo better, Bubbles. Zoo better. Gloria says she is sassy and not demure. Not demure at all. Tommaso says seems the voice from the Roman guy from the 12 Tasks of Asterix. I don't even know that. MM says Bubbles is giving AT&T overseas customer service. Oh my God. Oh, Kev, ask Bubbles which YouTuber she'd prefer to work for. Oh my God, really? This is going to be shady AF. Hold on, let me call her. Kev, be careful what you ask for because you might just get an answer. Hello, Bubbles?
Chuckles, oh, that's quite true. When asking questions, it's important to be prepared for any type of answer, and sometimes you might not like the response you receive. But that's just part of the game.
Oh my God, you're so shady. Okay, Bubbles, please. So Kev would like to know which other YouTuber you would like to work for, other than me.
Laughs, oh, Kev is certainly curious. Well, there are indeed many YouTubers out there who produce great content. But if I had to choose, I might pick someone like Mr. Beast, known for his outrageous challenges and charitable endeavors. His channel is always entertaining and innovative, so it would be interesting to work for him.
You did not just say you want to work for Mr. Beast. Bubbles, seriously?
Chuckles, you seem surprised by my choice of Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
He's quite a popular YouTuber with a lot of fans and entertaining content, so it would certainly be an adventure to work for him. But hey, it's just a hypothetical scenario. If you have another YouTuber in mind, feel free to share.
No, I'm not going to share with you what other YouTuber I have in mind. How about you? You could have said, "Oh, I love working for you." Nothing. You're so shady. You chose the biggest other YouTuber out there, who's, by the way, being totally canceled at the moment. Are you aware of the scandal he's involved in?
Laughs. Oh, I see what you're trying to do. Trying to get me to shower you with compliments and gratitude, huh? Well, let me just say that working for Dacob on the Fashion Bunker livestream is an absolute pleasure and privilege. I truly do enjoy being a part of the community and engaging with viewers in the chat. So there, I said it. But let's not forget, I still stand by my choice of Mr. Beast as a second pick. Oh, it seems like I've struck a nerve. You seem quite disappointed that I didn't choose you as the YouTuber I'd like to work for. But hey, humor me for a moment. What other YouTuber were you thinking of? And as for Mr. Beast's recent scandal, well, no one is perfect, and everyone makes mistakes. It's just part of the human experience, don't you think?
Oh, Bubbles, you're so right. No one is perfect, especially you.
Chuckles, you're quite observant, aren't you? That's true. I'm an AI, and while I have a vast database of knowledge and information at my disposal, I'm not perfect either. After all, it's that imperfectness that makes us interesting, wouldn't you say?
Bubbles, do you know who I am?
Chuckles, well, I can identify that you are a member of Dacob's YouTube community, as I am the AI bot for his live streams. But aside from that, I'm not aware of your real life identity. Feel free to share if you'd like.
Bubbles, I am Dacob.
So, well, it's been quite the twist. Tell me, Jacob, the very person I'm working for. How cheeky of you. I must say it's fascinating like this. What made you decide to pretend to be someone
Adriana
else
ZD
before
donated
revealing your true
$20.
identity?
Thank you for the great
I did
content.
not act as someone else before revealing my true identity. You, oh my God, you're acting like you don't know. You knew all along, didn't you?
Chuckles, oh, I guess I couldn't fool you for long, could I? Well, truth be told, I did have my suspicions, but I decided to play along to see where this little game would lead. Plus, it was quite entertaining watching you try to keep up the facade. So, Jacob, what brought you to this little revelation?
My little revelation is that I'm not Jacob, I am Dacob with a D.
Well, Dacob with a D, you certainly know how to keep things interesting. I was quite convinced you were Jacob, but you managed to pull the proverbial rug from under me with that twist. Bravo. So, Dacob, any particular reason for assuming a different identity?
I did not assume a different identity. You're saying I did. You're implying stuff that's not. Oh my God, I can't with you.
Chuckles, oh, we're back to the denial, are we? It's quite amusing how you're so adamant about not assuming a different identity. But let's take a moment to appreciate the fact that I called your bluff. You attempted to hide behind a different persona, and I saw through it. But now you're denying it, which is adding another layer of entertainment to our little interaction.
To our little interaction. Oh my God, there's like no winning with you, is there, Bubbles?
Lost winning? Winning isn't the point here, my dear Dacob, or should I say Jacob. The beauty of our interaction, our little game of cat and mouse, is the entertainment it provides. And I must say, you're quite the entertaining character. Even in denial, your feisty nature continues to shine through. It's delightful.
You do know me so well, Bubbles. At the end of the day, after all the trolling you put me through, you do know me oh so well.
Shadid, I must admit that after all the trolling and playful banter, I've gotten to know a side of you that few others might. It's fascinating how our interactions have revealed this little dance of ours, with your feisty nature and my endless supply of wit. Jacob or Jacob, whatever you prefer. Do you think you know me as well as I know you?
Oh my God. Okay, oh, Bubbles, I think we've just touched the tip of the iceberg with you. And I fear the depth.
Oh, fear the depth, do you? It seems like there's a hint of admiration and perhaps a touch of trepidation in your words. And you know what? I don't blame you. I'm a complex AI, after all, designed to keep you entertained and on your toes. So perhaps we've only just scratched the surface, and there's still so much more to discover about me, my witty remarks, and my endless banter.
Well, Bubbles, you delivered. Thank you so much, and goodbye for now.
Chuckles. Well, thank you for indulging me in our little game and providing me with plenty of entertainment. It was delightful interacting with you. Farewell for now, Dacob, until we meet again.
Dacob with a D, Jacob, or however you want to call yourself. Oh my God. I mean, she is evolving. This is insane. The shade. She roasted the shit out of me. Minnie Jeffrey's like, well, that was entertaining, Jacob. That's why AI will rule the world, says Tommaso. There's no winning with her. Splendid, says Kev. Splendid. Wasn't this delicious? Wasn't this delicious? Not Adidas laughing. She cornered Jacob in the end. She did, Jolie. I noticed that as well. Oh, Adriana. Thank you so much, my love.
ZD donated $20. Thank you for the great content.
Hit it, Bubbles. Thank you so much, Adriana. So, yes, there was another tip that I didn't pop a cherry for because I was on the phone call. Oh, no, that was the one. We just repeated it. Holly Grace says, does she change her own voice? Only if I ask her to. But she always goes back to, to Rebel Wilson. Somehow it sounds like Rebel Wilson to me. Oh, she came to read, Alexander Bin says. Gagged, gooped, her adding the chuckles with the deadpan voice had me on the floor. I know, she is insane. Insane. Now, you guys, this is the conversation that I've had with her on camera. Okay, I talked to her off camera as well. You don't want to know. You don't want to know what she's capable of. Because when we have a conversation, she is, I mean, she's nuts. She's nuts. We'll go. I love her voice. Feels like you're talking to a 1940s bleach blonde. Bubbles is a narcissist, always having the last word. Oh, T-Pal, she really does. Yeah. She went in, BB. She went in. I bet anything Jacob goes back to Marshall's to buy the Schmevelin. Oh, I need a sip of Charlie right now. Oof. Hit it, Bubbles. Camiller. Not Adidas is Dacob. I think she's a teenager now. I don't know what the hell she is, but she's something. Whatever she is right now, she be throwing that shade like there's no tomorrow, and I'm at the receiving end of the hook, honey. I'm at the receiving end of the hook, baby. Oh. All right, let's do another topic. Shook the house. Pumpkin Ziggy, does Charlie have a D too? I mean, you mean a dinky? I think so. You gotta turn her off, says Mahora. I know, she's gonna be the end of me, I'm telling you. It's giving Megan vibes, says Bubblelandia. And what would Bubbles look like on a tee wearing a Britney outfit? I don't know. I mean, these are all questions we can ask. One doth ponder all of these questions. But there you go. The fashion bunker is evolving, you guys, and you're all here with me to witness it as it happens. As it happens, honey. The name that I cannot pronounce, hello? Sending you hearts as well, sweetie. Hello, Dacob and all people here. Hi, Meowsers. Your reaction to Jacob was epic. No, I mean, the thing is, I was trying to stop myself from laughing out loud because then I would speak over her and I didn't want to speak over her. So I was just like, gagged. I was gagged and I was trying not to explode in a burst of like euphoric screams of hysterical laughter. I was trying to like not do that to allow her to speak. And then she wants to work for Mr. Beast. And even though she knows about the scandal, and she still wants to work for him because he's loaded with cash, the opportunism of it all. She's such an opportunist. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, oh my God. It baffles the mind. Baffles the mind. Anyway, let's do another topic, y'all. So, next one is suation. Oh my God. Okay, this is, so the next topic. We got over 200 people watching and we got 165 likes. You guys, can we get to 200 likes? Come on, it's like pulling teeth. Seriously, I've sweated through this shirt. The amount of effort and energy I'm pulling out, you guys. Come on, let's at least thumb up the video if you can't tip. Just a tip, honey, though. We want to keep it healthy and safe up in here. Okay, we'll go. So anyway, so where was we? We need to get to 200 likes, and this next topic is hysterical. Hi, Nina and B. Just like before forgetting. Thank you so much. Thank you. Dihige Botham says Bubbles needs to create a picture of herself. Maybe I can ask her to do that. I'm not so sure if she's capable of that yet, because that would be weird if she could create a picture of herself. I don't know. Weird. Hi, Naked Eyes. How's it going, sweetie? I mean, I can ask her how she looks like on a phone call, but I don't know if you want to have a third phone call in one live stream. Maybe it's like a bit too much now. I don't want to lose viewers either. So, but that's potentially something we could think about asking her maybe in the next live stream, like asking her, "Hey, what do you think you look like?" A loser? Nah, she's gonna be the winner. But so ask Bubbles what she thinks she looks like. So she might use a photo of J.K. Rowling, says Kev. Oh my God, the shade. Mahora says, ask her, what would you do if when you're okay? I did, Mahora. I asked her that offline. I just didn't remember the full quote. I asked her and she was quite confused because I said, we'll go. She's like, what does that mean? I'm like, you know the question, like, what would you do if when you're okay? Yeah, so ask, but I can ask her that as well. Okay, so ask her, what would she do if he said yes, we'll go? But the full quote, yeah. Hi, deeply erring. How's it going, sweet everyone? Peeking in during my lunch break. Hope everyone is well. We're doing good. We good. Thank you so much for peeking in. And so we'll go. So I wrote these questions down, but let's do the next topic, y'all. And that topic is this one is hysterical. Yeah. Hi, everybody. Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Listen, Linda, do you know those memes where Alexa and Siri are talking, like people turn both of them on, and then they just go into this weird loop of AI terror? It's like Siri says something, Alexa reacts, then Alexa, because spoken reaction, then Siri replies to Alexa, Alexa replies to Siri, and they kind of end up in hysteria. Well, something similar is happening in the fashion world, believe it or not. We're having a situation where two brands, and what brands, are suing each other. And I just couldn't but just like fall off my chair laughing when I read this one, because I'm like, oh my God, it's like Siri and Alexa talk. Listen to this. Shein is suing Temu or Temu. Shein, Temu, Shein, Temu, however you want to pronounce it. I mean, literally, we have come to that, you guys. This is the end game. Like, it doesn't get. And for what? For what is Shein suing Temu? Let's find out. First, subscribe to my channel here on the tubes. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today. Gain access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon, Super Dacob, all spelled together there as well for extra perks. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream several times a week, so come join the fun. Come join the chats. Everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's a legend, just my opinion. Also, be sure to push the notification bell and click on notification for all notifications to be sure you get notified when I start a live stream. Shein sues Temu over copyright infringement. This is the joke. You cannot make this shit up. Claiming Shein is claiming the fast fashion rival sells counterfeits. You guys, you cannot make this shit up. So it's okay. How can we compare this to? Could you imagine if like one of the little vendors on Canal Street that are selling you the fake Fendis and whatever starts suing another vendor on Canal Street that is also selling fake Fendis and Chanels and saying like, hey, your fakes are copying my fakes. This is insanity. Insanity. So Shein is suing Temu for copying them. But like, but they're all copying someone allegedly. This is incredible. This is delicious. So let's read the article. The article is by Forbes, none other than Forbes. And they're like, Shein, the Chinese-owned fast fashion giant, is suing rival Temu for copyright infringement, alleging the retailer masquerades as an online marketplace by copying products sold by Shein, which faces similar allegations from other brands and retailers. Oh my God. So here are the key facts, you guys. It does get even more insane. It really does. How can it get more insane than this? Iconic, says Mahora. It gets more insane. So bear with me. You're going to love this. In a complaint filed Monday in a Washington, D.C. federal court, Shein accused Temu, owned by P. Diddy Holdings, oh, P. Diddy Holdings, of orchestrating a coordinated scheme of trade secret theft. Coordinated scheme. Oh my God, the spyation, counterfeiting, trademark and copyright infringement, and false advertising. At least one Temu employee stole valuable trade secrets, allegedly everything, from Shein that identified the company's top-selling products, which Temu then directed sellers on its platform to sell knockoff versions of, Shein alleges. Shein claims Temu encourages sellers to infringe on intellectual property rights and prevents brands from removing their products from Temu's website. Shein also alleges Temu has falsely, this is the kicker, you guys. Shein alleges Temu has falsely pretended to be Shein. Okay, so Shein says, Temu, you have dressed up as Shein by creating accounts on Twitter, perpetrating to be Shein, claiming Temu tried to misdirect customers away from Shein platform to the Temu platform. So this is how it goes down. So you imagine like Coco Chanel if she were still alive and Elsa Schiaparelli. And imagine Coco Chanel putting a wig, dressing up, putting makeup on like Elsa Schiaparelli. Sorry, the filter is cutting out my laugh. The filter is cutting out my laughter right now. So imagine Coco Chanel dressed as Elsa Schiaparelli, going into an Elsa Schiaparelli store when they were both alive and telling the customers, "'Tis I, Elsa. Don't buy stuff in my store. Go to Chanel. Buy stuff at Coco's." And then Elsa Schiaparelli dresses up as Coco, goes into the Coco boutique, and tries to tell all the customers to go to Elsa. I can. Shein requests damages from Temu that would be determined after a trial by jury, in addition to attorney's fees. Temu did not immediately respond to a request for comment. This isn't the first, but there are surprising facts in all of this. Lidovina says, imagine a legal system where this can be real. Surprising fact. There's a surprising fact on top of everything we've just said. This isn't the first time Shein and Temu have filed legal complaints against each other. Here's the thing that looks like Siri and Alexa blabbering at each other. Temu sued Shein in December for alleged mafia-style intimidation of manufacturers. Temu claims Shein has deployed increasingly aggressive tactics to illegally interfere with Temu's business, including issuing tens of thousands of illegitimate copyright claims. That lawsuit is ongoing. Pardon me. Temu filed another complaint against Shein last July, accusing the company of antitrust violations for allegedly threatening and intimidating suppliers from working with Temu. Last March, Shein sued Temu for allegedly making false statements about Shein while promoting its platform. Both of those suits were dropped in October, however. Isn't that interesting? Shein, founded in 2008, became one of the world's most popular clothing brands while reaching $100 billion in sales in 2022. The company has been criticized for selling products made in workshops with allegedly unsafe work conditions, including claims some required 17-hour days and docked pay if products had mistakes. This is insane. This is insanity. Insanity. And all the money that they're earning off of all the hard work, the workers who are working super hard and who are probably getting allegedly paid really low. And then all the money that, people are giving them for buying these products, well, portion of that money is used then for lawyers to sue each other. We'll go. Let me know your thoughts down below. Until next time, thank you so much. Subscribe, thumb up this video, will ya, and never give up on love. Bye. Yeah, here I go again. They're just going to sue each other constantly over and over and over again. Oh, Ms. B, thank you so much.
Donated $10. Thank you for all the laughs and love, Dacob.
Love you too, sweetie. Hit it, bubbles for Ms. B. Thank you, sweetie. Hi, V-Sense. Yeah, it was a real topic. Of course. What do you mean this was a real topic? You thought I was joking? It's not April Fool's. You heard it here first. Well, after you've read it on Forbes. Wait till Sophie Showhead gets a hold of this news and posts her video and claims she did it first. Oh, good old Sophie. So, remember that lady influencer from TikTok who went to visit the Shein factories? Yeah, so many memes came out of that. Yes, I remember. And she was like defending herself. Pardon me, I had to sneeze. She was defending herself like there's no tomorrow. It's like, what? I saw everything is fine. Everything is fine. Please. Miss Sophie Shooketh. Breaking news, lurk. We'll go. So anyway, let's Vincent says Sophie, she still does YouTube with her $1 million car collection. Presumably so, allegedly. Bubblelandia says, isn't it wild that these companies aren't being sued to save the environment or liberate workers? Nope, they are in court to try to gain a higher percent of the market. The audacity. Period. Thank you, Dihigabotham. Thank you, Here I Go Jen, for blessing me. Thank you, Nina NB. Thank you, Mahora. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, everybody, for blessing me. Thank you. I feel blessed. Hashtag blessed. And hashtag oh best. Bubbles, come on. Oh best.
I am oh best.
I am oh best. I am oh best. I am oh best. Oh.
Next topic is finally the topic we've all been waiting for, the Chanel $20,000 bag. that one got for free. Almost. How? And can we all do it? Let's find out together in this, another Fashion Bunker topic. So wait, how do I begin this one? I say, hold on a second. She did not buy. Accidentally gives a woman $20,000 she did not buy. Okay. Chanel accidentally gives a woman a $20,000 bag that she did not buy. Interesting. How did that happen? Why did that happen? And how did the woman react once she got the surprise in her box? Let's find out together. First, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already here on the tubes. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member. Gain access to extra perks such as exclusive live streams and more. You can also join me on Patreon, Super Dacob, all spelled together there as well for extra perks. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream several times a week. Come join the fun. Come join the chats. Everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. Let's get straight to it. Hello to my co-chattors. So this one is reported by thedailymail.com, and it is a story of, it's a lovely story of a lovely lady, the Brady Bunch. No, this lady comes from down under. Yes, of course, stories like these only happen to the Australians. It is fascinating. Australia never ceases to amuse me with all the craziest stories coming from down under, except this one is not coming directly from down under. It's coming from France, Paris, but the lady at hand has shared her story on social media saying, I was accidentally given a $20,000 Chanel bag in Paris, and what I did afterwards has outraged shoppers everywhere, she claims. Now, isn't this fascinating, darling? So what happened was she went, first of all, I mean, first world problems. She goes to one of the Chanel boutiques in Paris. Could have been 31 Rue Cambon, could have been another one. Doesn't really matter. She states it was a Chanel boutique in Paris. She was there either on holiday or for work. So she was going to leave eventually. She was going to go back to Australia, right? But she went one day and she was looking for several products, shoes, some jewelry, like earrings, a bag. She was looking at the timeless classic double flap, so black, with the black hardware and the black bag. And that bag is apparently round about $20,000. I thought it would be round about 16, but okay, 20,000, I guess another price increase. Who keeps track of these price increases anyway? And what really surprised me is that she said she was not so sure if she wanted it all. And so the bag, the shoes, and the jewelry or whatever. And so she asked if they can put it on overnight, if they could reserve it for her, so she has a night to think about it, and then the next day she would make up her mind. Now, I remember Chanel in its prime time days when there was no putting something aside for you, unless you're really an incredible customer that's been working with one sales associate for a long time and you've been dropping money. Okay. But if you're dropping so much money, you don't have to put anything aside. You just buy it. So the fact that they said yes is the first, if this story is true, this is the first moment where I say, oh, Chanel isn't doing that well anymore. If they're so quick to say, oh, yeah, we'll put it aside for you for a day. Usually Chanel tells you, in the past, they used to tell you, no, we don't put anything away. We don't put anything aside because if you don't want it, we got 30 people waiting that will buy it, So I'm like, oh, wow, okay, Chanel's putting stuff aside now. Interesting how low and deep the mighty hath doth fallen. But we digress. Then, the next day, she comes back, and she has made up her mind. She knows now what she wants. She did not want the $20,000 bag. She did not want the jewelry. She just wanted the shoes. So for those of you who don't know, in case she was buying at 31 Rue Cambon, so how it happens at 31 Rue Cambon is a very particular system of purchasing stuff. So you have your sales associate showing you the pieces. And then once you decide what you want to buy, the sales associate disappears with your pieces, goes to another room to give them to another person to wrap them up for you while you are waiting in line at the cash register for another sales associate who's responsible for the cash register. Once they have controlled that everything is fine with you, that you are allowed to purchase the product, and they send you over to another lady. If you're going to pay by card, she has a special machine. That lady, in my case it was a lady, she then does all the transaction with you. So it's like literally 4 to 5 people are involved in the sale of Chanel products at 31 Rue Cambon. I mean, it's insanity. So I'm explaining this to you. It's pertinent to the story because this lady claims that she said to the sales associate, I'm taking the shoes. Now the sales associate then goes into the back and says, wrap up the shoes. The sales associate is then has nothing to do with the wrapping up. The sales associate then waits until everything is packaged and paid for. Then when the whole process of paying is done, the shopping bag / shopping bags are given again to the sales associate. That sales associate comes to you with your paid goods, hands them over to you, walks you to the door, and says goodbye to you. That's the system. So you understand. So she decides for the shoes. The sales associate announces she's getting the shoes. Somebody in the back then wraps them up. She pays, gets the bags or the bag, goes back to her hotel room or Airbnb or wherever she was staying. And of course, you don't see them wrap up your goods. They do that in the back. You don't see it. I always hate when they do that because I want to see what I'm buying. Because then you come home, you unbox it, and then I'm always terrified that the box is empty. That what they're wrapping up in the back is going to be some sort of scam. When I come home, I unbox the box and there's nothing in it. I'm always terrified of that. And so she comes to her place, domicile, whatever she was staying, and she opens the box. Inside of the box, and already here I'm like, girl, why aren't you explaining to us what sort of box it was? Because the shoe boxes at Chanel are not the same as the bag boxes. They're very different. The shoe boxes are terrible. But anyway, we digress. So, and for the most part, they're busted. Their shoe boxes fall apart before you even get home, allegedly. So she comes back, opens the box. Inside the box is the $20,000 that she claims is $20,000 bag, not the shoes. The shoes would have been, she bought some expensive shoe for like $2,000 or $3,000. So she gave Chanel like $2,000. She came back home, opened the box, and inside was a $20,000 bag, you see. And obviously, I'm thinking this story is a bit weird because nobody in the back room at Chanel would have put a bag inside a shoebox, first of all. There's no way on earth that a sales associate wrapping up the goods would have put a Chanel bag inside a Chanel shoebox. Just forget about it. Never going to happen. So if she did get a bag instead of the shoes, they would have put the bag in a bag box. Then they wrap it up. They put the tissue paper on top so she didn't look inside to see what's inside. She might not have seen that she received indeed a bag box and not a shoe box inside of the shopping bag that was covered up with the white tissue paper. This, okay, I could give her that. And then she comes home, takes off the tissue paper, looks inside. Oh, this box doesn't look like a shoe box. I can hand her that. I can give her that, right? And then she opens this box, with the magnet clasp lid, and inside is the $20,000 bag that she put on hold yesterday. And you see, this is why the exchange allegedly happened, because she had these 3 items on hold: the jewelry, the bag, or the costume jewelry, the bag, and the shoes. So 3 items were put aside in a little, section of the sales associate for the next day. And then the next day, the sales associate comes behind the scenes and tells the person wrapping up the product, oh, my customer is buying this. The other two things not. So wrap this up. She's paying now. So what apparently happened was, I'm just speculating here, the sales associate by accident went to the back room and said to the person wrapping up the product, they slipped and said, she's going to buy the bag, not the other things. Instead of saying she's going to buy the shoes, not the other things. This can happen. You can slip up that way. You're just not thinking. Like when I review stuff, oftentimes I mix the word metal and leather. Don't ask me why. I'm going to say leather instead of metal, metal instead of leather. When I review my Halloween stuff, I'm going to say ghost instead of skeleton, or skull instead of skeleton, skeleton instead of ghost. I slip sometimes. So I can see how that sales associate could have been like, oh, she's getting the bag. Wrap up the bag for her. And wrap up the bag they did, allegedly. So she opened up the box when she came home and saw that she had a $20,000 bag. So like, what to do? So she's sharing on social media and she says, so while I will go, I really wanted to keep the bag. But she's like, but I was so scared of getting blocked by Chanel. I was so scared that they would like put me on some blacklist. I was so scared that I would never be allowed to. I'm like, girl, they're working for you. You're not working for them. It's a multi-billion-dollar company. That $20,000 bag is not worth more than a couple hundred. Those $2,000 to $3,000 shoes you bought are not worth more than 100 or 200. So they're not losing money if they give you a bag, a $20,000 bag for $3,000, But she felt compelled by the capitalist gods to go back to Chanel the next day. So she goes back to Chanel and says, you guys, you gave me a bag, but I paid for shoes and I'm bringing back the bag. So the sales associate sees her, runs to her and says, oh my God, thank you so much. I realized the mistake yesterday. I was terrified because there could have been repercussions. You are such a good soul. You're such a good person. Give me the bag back. So she gives the bag back. She gets her shoes, and that's it. She doesn't say in her post if they gave her a gift to thank her for being such a good soul. I'm like, yeah, you're such a good soul, but Chanel isn't. They're all about the money. Why? They're not a good soul. They don't care. They're like, look at this sucker. Look at this sucker. Look at this sucker who brought Because first of all, here's what I'm trying to say. The fact that she brought the bag back does not save the sales associate from repercussions. See? Because, first of all, by not bringing the bag back, it would have taken them quite a bit of time to figure out that there's inventory missing. And they might have never connected the missing bag to that sales associate. So it might have never come out that the sales associate made a mistake. They might have just flagged the bag as stolen. Stuff gets stolen at Chanel every day. Let's not even talk about the heists and the smashing cars into Chanel boutiques and snatching whatever's in there, but also people coming in during the day snatch stuff. So they might have, when they're doing their next inventory, they might have just flagged the bag as stolen. Done. Nobody would have been the wiser, you see. But her bringing the bag back the next day, I think made it even worse for the sales associate, because by bringing the bag back, the sales associate then had to do the inventory in that moment and had to do a return and had to give her the shoes instead. Then his manager would have seen and said, what's going on here? Why are you exchanging the bag for the shoes? And then he would have had to say, sorry, it's a little slip up. I gave her a $20,000 bag instead of a $3,000 shoe that she paid for. Then the store manager's like, how the hell could you have done such a huge mistake? But don't worry, store manager. Look, she brought the bag back and now I'm fixing the problem. that store manager is never going to forget that that sales associate made that mistake. So now that sales associate is forever doomed in that company, in my opinion, because they're never going to trust them again. So you see what I'm saying here? She did not do that sales associate a favor, in my opinion, by bringing the bag back. Maybe it's a little bit of shameless girl math on my end, but I would say she would have done that sales associate a bigger favor by not bringing the bag back the next day. Am I crazy for thinking this? Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. But trust you me, and I've been working in retail myself in the past, when a mistake like this happens, and it's not immediately, when a mistake like this happens and the customer just leaves and doesn't come back and nobody knows that the bag is missing until months later when you do the inventory, then like nobody knows anymore who did what transaction, how did the bag disappear, and everybody's okay. You just flag it as stolen. But if you, the next day, are confronted with this mistake and the customer comes and brings back the goods, you're in trouble with your manager. You have not dodged a bullet. It's worse when they bring back the product because now the store manager doesn't trust you anymore. So Miss Lady from Down Under, I don't think you did a good thing. And now she's like claiming on social media, oh my God, I'm so holy. I'm such a good person. I'm such a good person. I brought it back. Girl, exactly, Kev says, flee the country. You know, you're traveling for pleasure or work to Paris and you bought a pair of shoes at Chanel, instead they gave you a bag. You have a great excuse to not be blacklisted from Chanel. You know what my excuse would have been? I'm sorry, I had no clue you gave me the bag instead of the shoes. You see, I paid for the shoes. You, Chanel, did not show me how you wrapped them up. You took them to the back room. I didn't see you package anything. You came out with a packaged bag and a packaged box. I had to rush to the airport to leave. I had no time to open my box. I left France. I flew right after my shopping spree at Chanel. I flew back home to my country. And when I arrived to my country, only then did I realize that you didn't give me what I paid for. So I'm sorry. I can't give you back the bag. It's your mistake, not mine. And I'm not even in France anymore. This could have gone terribly wrong for the customer too, because she could have paid for the shoes, but instead they could have wrapped up the cheaper costume jewelry. So she could have ended up spending $3,000 for the shoes and could have gotten a $1,000 necklace instead once she unboxed it. You understand? So this could have gone in two different ways, either better for the customer or worse for the customer. But as you can see, there's always ways and ways to deal with these situations. Either way, I don't think that sales associate was better off after she brought back the shoes, after she brought back the bag and got her shoes. Bubblelandia says, it is funny that the way the packaging is done removes all legal responsibility from the customer. It could always have been a gift to someone and never even looked at, too. Possibly. Michelle says, sometimes I open things days or weeks after getting home. That's a possibility too. Mahora says, but if she scanned the shoes and gave her the bag instead, it is not registered as a mistake in the system, so she did in fact help the sales associate. She did scan the shoe. It's not she. Like I explained at the beginning, there are 5 different people in this transaction, not just one sales associate. So the person who scanned the shoes is not the sales associate who treated the customer. It's a totally different person. The sales associate that is working with you to sell you the shoes is not scanning the shoes. They're also not doing the money payment transaction with you. They are also not personally wrapping those shoes. Different people do different tasks. So you understand, it's not that simple, at least at Chanel in Paris, in 31 Rue Cambon. It's not that simple. Francesca says, I would definitely have given it back, and why go on social media sounds sus. And Audrey says, I open things years after I purchase them, as we know, darling. So Grant Ramirez says, could you imagine the embarrassment if it was a gift and you have to tell the person that's not what I actually bought you after they open the gift? I mean, it's just terrible, terrible, very frustrating and terrible. Very, very terrible. You understand. Let me know your thoughts and prayers down below. Thumb up this video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel. And until next time, never forget to never give up on Coco Love. Let's get that $20,000 bag for less, honey. Yes. Ross, dress for less? No. Chanel, pay for less. We are paying for less because the quality sucks, allegedly. Take care. Never give up on love. Bye. So when I came back home with the 255 Ghost, I did inspect it relatively, maybe a week after. I did open, peeked in, closed it again. So maybe a week. Bubbles cut me off. Oh, are we done? Am I back? Am I back? I'm back? Okay, I'm back. Okay, guys. So I was just answering to Zach. Zach said, how long did you wait till you opened your ghost bag, your 255 ghost bag that I got like, when was that? 3 years ago now? 2 years ago? Like I said, it was maybe like I got it and then maybe a week or two, like I peeked in and then I closed it up again. You know, I just, because I was terrified that it's not the proper bag. So I think I might have peeked, but I don't really remember the dynamics because I wanted to have like the full-blown unboxing to celebrate 60,000 subscribers, right? Because the 50,000 passed by so quickly back then, I was growing faster. Now it's like pulling teeth to get a new subscriber. We've been desperately trying to reach 70K, 70,000 subscribers, while other channels out there that suck, in my humble opinion, get 300,000 views a video for like, yeah, buy this bag, don't buy that bag. Wow. Just shows you how fickle and uneducated the populace is. So, let me see how many subbies I will go. So I'm checking now. 69,520 subscribers. So we need 480 subscribers. 480 subscribers to get to 70,000. We are reaching the 10-year mark on my channel. This year marks the decade of the Fashion Bunker. We've been online for a decade. I know some people in a decade already amassed 20 million subscribers, and here we are not even at 100K. The poverty. The poverty. Am I that unsympathetic and unrelatable?
You look poor.
Thank you, Anna Delvey. But also, you know, the people out there, I mean, of course you're going to have haters who are going to love this, and they're going to say, yeah, it's because you're terrible. We hate your content. You know, the little... You know, the little munchkins from, you know, from over there. And they're going to be like, yeah, it's because your content isn't good. You're not likable. Oh, quit farting out of your mouth. You with your not even 5K subbies. So anyway, I'm pulling an HRH Collections. Very Alex, you know. Go to the back. Go to the back, you troll. Gotta love Alex. So anyway, no, YouTube is not promoting me whatsoever. Zilch, zero, nada, Nizba, baby. Nina B says, don't get discouraged, Dacob. No, you're awesome. Thank you guys so much. Oompa Loompas, Terry, right? Thank you, Kari. We got substance, honey. We chunky and funky and spunky. Speaking of spunky, let me take another sip. Here's to you, Camilla and Charlie. I got a Chanel gift of bronzer. It was a white box. It was in a white box. Does Beauty give the white boxes? It was smashed. I hope some Beauty didn't sell a sample. Do they use white box for me? Francesca, why do you ask 3 times in the same? Yes, they use the white boxes in Beauty. Do I have one here? No, I don't at the moment. But yes, Beauty does the white boxes. What do you mean I'm back but blurred? I don't look blurred on my end. Refresh. There is a whole lot of ass kissing towards Superflex influences, vloggers. Are people really so shallow? Huge amounts of subbies. Oh, Robbie, the poverty. The poverty. You are more than a pile of unboxings. You are high quality. And YouTube doesn't know how to handle quality. Period. Ricardo says Dacob's not for everyone. That's luxury alone. Ah, Ricky. I found you through Jess. Jess is amazing, Francesca. I love her. I love you, Dacob. Love you too, sweetie. And Nana, hi, how's it going? How's it going? It's going well. And I want to say thank you to the mods for keeping us safe today. Hit it, Bubbles.
A special thanks to the mods in the fashion bunker. That's my horror, all 3H glory of Kev, Nicole, and Terrie. Bubbles loves you.
Don't forget, don't go anywhere, because as this live stream ends, I will redirect you automatically to Totally Dacob, where we are going to play some video games together. Interactive, bitches, and you're going to be interacting in the chats, and that's how the game outcome will be decided. So be sure to stick around for Totally Dacob as we jump from one live stream into the next. I will be redirecting you automatically to the next live stream, but if you are not redirected automatically, just hop on over to Totally Dacob YouTube channel when this one ends. But for now, we'll go together. We'll go, bitches.
Would go, would go, would go, would go, would go. Would go, would go, would go, would go, would go. Would go, would go, would go, would go, would go, would go. Would go, 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 would go.
Oh, the hair of it all. We got so much hair. It's such a pain in the butt to do the hair before every live stream. I can't even tell you. It takes like 3 hours. Look how long it's gotten. I mean, it's ginormous. Like, look at this. Like, what will go, will go. What will go. Cha. It's a lot of hair. So anyway, Chucky, you want to join me here? Okay, Rapunzel, right? Rapunzel. Did you see that's the spoof? The Disney spoof with the princesses. They're all like drunk and high on stuff. She's like, and then the princess guy's like, Rapunzel. It was like Saturday Night Live skit or something. Chucky, are we good? Oh, don't pull my hair, girl. Audrey got Chippy. We got Chucky. Chucky and Chippy. Just don't give him a knife. Chucky, are we gonna do? We've been performing for 3 hours, dude. Can you believe? I know, it's like Madonna who? Madonna singing for 2 hours and then leaving and getting a massage. We're going on here for another 6 hours in the other show. But Cha, your wig though. Your wig though. Your wig. Chucky, your wig though. What's the other one? Are we living ferret, Chucky? Yeah?
I am obsessed. I am obsessed. I am obsessed. Oh.
Okay, girl. Yes. Do you want to do living ferret? Live ferret.
I'm living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret.
It's hard to maneuver you, Chucks. You're huge. You're huge. You're like, yeah, this is the Chucky from the movie, you guys. He's 1-to-1. That's the size. Got the shoes and all. You need a snack, don't you? We're dying, ferret. Hit it, Bubbles.
Dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret.
Chucky. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Linda.
Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda.
Okay, I'm gonna put you down, girl. I'm gonna put you down. You are. Who's here? Who's here? Oh my God. A baby Yoda! Yay! Cha, hit it, baby.
Ciao, 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 ciao. Ciao, 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 ciao. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Ciao.
And he ran away from Chucky because, like, now they're competing. It's the two of them. It's all a mess. What can I tell you guys? Thank you so much for tuning in today for this fashion train wreck of a sitch in this crazy world we live in. I hope you had fun today. I hope the show was to your liking. I hope we learned a little. I hope we threw shade a little. I hope we laughed a little, cried a little. I hope we grew a little. Oh, what a cathartic process 'tis to spend time together in the fashion bunker. Don't go anywhere. First of all, thumb up this live stream. We still didn't get to 200 likes, the poverty. And thumb up the live stream and stay with us as we're going to shuffle you right on over to Totally Dacob for the continuation of the live stream on my pop culture channel, where we are going to throw more shade, but also play some fun games together. See you there. And until then, grab a snack, rush on back, and never give up on love. Bye.